Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Fantasy Premier League with FPL Wizard. In this video, I present a short review of my team in Game Week 2 and then look ahead to my transfers and team selection for Game Week 3. In the end, I also present a wildcard draft for those managers who are planning to wildcard this week. Aaron Ramsdale got just 2 points in Game Week 2, and although Sheffield United played with 10 men for most of that game, Ramsdale didn't have much to do and didn't get any save points at all. Trent Alexander-Arnold looked much sharper than Game Week 1 and was back to making attacking runs and also on most of the attacking set pieces. Overall, he got 7 points, and his performance would have convinced many doubtful owners that he is definitely worth keeping. With Leeds United and their love for 4-3 results, it's not a very encouraging sign for those of us who own their defenders. Luke Ayling got a solitary point, and his pick is not looking too encouraging at the moment. With Spurs destroying Southampton 5-2 and Southampton being hell-bent on playing a high line with slow defenders, it was a tough watch for those of us who didn't have any Spurs attacking assets. Ben Davies got 1 point, and with their new signing Reguilon fit, his position might be in danger. Moving on to the midfield, Aubameyang was again disappointing with just 1 assist, and that too felt like a lucky return with the way Arsenal performed against West Ham. Since he was in the team for 2 game weeks only, it still feels like that it was the right decision to captain him. With Chelsea down to 10 men at half-time and Kepa pressing the self-destruct button again, it was disappointing not to see Mo Salah get an attacking return, but he does look sharp and the returns will come. Kai Havertz was having a decent performance until Christiansen got sent off, and then he was taken off at half-time for Tomori. Although the patience is wearing thin with Havertz, I feel selling him ahead of Game Week 3 fixture against West Brom might not be a good idea. Alan Saint-Maxima got taken off early with an ankle injury, and although Steve Bruce says that the injury doesn't look too serious, his performance over the first 2 weeks and the emergence of other similarly priced assets makes him one of the first names on the chopping block. Timo Werner again looked sharp against Liverpool and was unlucky not to get an assist for the penalty he won because Jorginho missed it. With West Brom in Game Week 3, it feels like it could be a great time to own Werner as he looks set to open his goal-scoring account against the Baggies. Che Adams had a couple of great chances against Tottenham, and whether it was down to great defending or bad finishing is up for debate. He also fell in price this week, making the direct swap to Mitrovic even more difficult. With Everton looking really good in the first 2 game weeks, I am glad that I picked Dominic Calvert-Lewin for my Game Week 1 team. He scored a hat-trick and is looking red hot. Surrounded by quality players, he is taking advantage of all the chances that they create for him. So in the end, Dominic Calvert-Lewin was a shining light in a game week that ended at 46 points for my team. Both Kyle Walker-Peters and Taylor got 3 points on the bench, which was better than Davies and Ayling, but I guess it was the right logical choice to play Davies and Ayling over Kyle Walker-Peters and Taylor. So a game week 2 score of 46 points takes my total to 105, and with 2 free transfers to play with, let's take a look at my transfer plan and team selection for game week 3. So before making any transfers, this is how my team would look like for Game Week 3. But I have already made a transfer of taking out Aubameyang and replacing him with Kevin De Bruyne, giving me $500,000 in the bank. The second move also seems fairly obvious as I'm looking to move on Alan Saint-Maxima and replace him with Podence of Wolves, who have great fixtures till Game Week 8. Although I was very close to pulling the trigger, I did not do it because just yesterday news came out that David Moyes along with 2 West Ham players have been tested positive for coronavirus. With West Ham playing Wolves next, I want to be sure that the game is gonna go through and not get cancelled. So I am currently holding on to my second free transfer, and with $500,000 in the bank, I'm not too concerned about the price changes, I am more concerned about the information. For the captaincy options for this game week, I am considering Salah, Werner and De Bruyne. At the moment, I'm leaning towards giving the armband to De Bruyne because Manchester City are looking really sharp. Also, Charlie Taylor comes in from the bench for the home fixture against Southampton, and Luke Ayling drops out. I am willing to take a risk on Davies for 1 more week, and if he doesn't play, I have Kyle Walker-Peters and Ayling on the bench to replace him. Moving on, I have made a wildcard draft to help those managers who are using their wildcard ahead of Game Week 3. I have made this team in a way that enables nice rotation options, along with trying to cover all the teams who look to be in good form and having good fixtures too. With this team, you have $1 million in the bank, and you can take this draft as your base and make changes to suit your liking. I am aiming to reach 2.5k subs before Game Week 3, so if you found the video helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you very soon with more FPL content. Till then, take care, bye bye.